communication is a muscle that we have to exercise. And sometimes our downfall is assuming that our partner's muscle work and their strength in communication is the same as ours, or ours is more superior than our partners. So it's just all about practicing that communication muscle, diba?
Yeah.
This is Adulting with Joy Spring exclusively on Spotify.
Alam mo, kailangan na natin ng sarili nating podcast.
Oo parang in-house guest ako
either literal.
Literal na in-house guest ako.
Either that or we need to figure out a title for this segment that we're doing. Because we get so many questions about love, marriage, relationships on our Instagram. And kapag nagpo-post ako ng episode namin ni Juancho, you guys have a lot of follow-up questions. So we'll just keep making these in the hopes of helping you guys out. Welcome back to the podcast. Of course, with me is my very handsome and not panot husband, Juancho Trevino.
That's true. My hair grew back. Yun yung mga importante. Kailangan na malaman ng mga tao.
Yeah. Actually, nung naging Padre Salvi si Juancho, he turned to me and he pointed to his dad and he was like, tignan mo, there's nothing to worry about. My dad has a full head of hair.
We're very thankful for that.
Yeah, we're very thankful for that. Okay, so I wanted to answer some questions again from you guys. And I wanted to start off, I can't find her question because she actually just DM'd it to me. Let's start with this first question, but I remember her question. She was like, we talked about this in our spicy marriage questions episode where we said na, you know, when we talk about things in our relationship, there's really no shame. So if, for example, we're struggling about something, may temptations tayo, we talk about it openly. And she had a really good question kasi sabi niya, okay, I get the merit of that, but how do I not get offended or hurt when my husband tells me about the temptations that he has? Like, for example, if you tell me na, actually, natitempt ako pag nakakakita ako ng mga nakabikini sa Instagram, paano ko yun hindi iti-take personally? Ang hirap ng question niya, di ba? Kaya nag-stick sa utak ko, but it was a really good follow-up question. Can I just say, for full disclosure, that when Juancho told me some of his temptations...
Oh my gosh, Baba.
I'm not gonna say which.
Okay.
But when you opened it up, to be honest, I got hurt naman. Like, kasi parang, bakit? But, yun. So I wanted to, wala pala ako solution, no? Even more questions.
For me, it's a matter of perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because it will always be there. As long as we keep on hiding it, or hiding that fact, na marami talagang temptations dito sa broken world na to, and we don't talk about it openly, it will have more power against us.
Mm-hmm.
So kapag nakakaramdam tayo, bring it to the light so that it lessens the power and in our mind. Yung attack ba, hindi gaanong kalakas. So, and syempre, ang pinaka, dun sa binabasa mong libro, yung how to eradicate sin ba yun?
The mortification of sin.
The mortification of sin is to flee from it.
Yeah.
So, syempre, once you bring that up and you tell that to your significant other, of course, there has to be steps to be taken to flee away from that, or to yun nga parang para lang alam mo na I'm doing something about it. This is my struggle right now. I'm gonna do something about it. Please pray for me, because it will always be there. Temptations in every form will always be there. And how do we help each other through these temptations? Talking about it, yan nga, and bringing it to the light.
Yeah. Actually, when you were talking, na-realize ko na paano ka hindi ma-offend is, well, first, you have to not take it personally. Like, when your spouse experiences temptations, it's not because there's something lacking in you. It's just human nature. It's human nature. And as Juancho said, temptation is all around us in this hypersexualized culture. And so when they open up na, natitempt ako sa ganito pag nakakita ako ng sexy, pag meron ako nakitang whatever, it's not because you're lacking something. It's because it's just human nature for us to be tempted. Number 2, for your spouse to say that out loud and open that up, it means that they want to bring it to light. Like they don't want to hide it, because if it's a temptation that they want to nourish and they want to answer, bakit nila sasabihin sa'yo na I'm struggling with this?
Yeah.
Diba? They will just keep it in the dark. And I think that's the merit in putting it into the light, because you want to tell your partner na, hey, you know what? I know this is not the most comfortable thing to talk about, but I want to resolve this. I don't want to keep this from you. I don't want to nurture it. I don't want to answer this temptation. I want to eradicate it.
Yeah. There are a lot of battles lost in the dark and alone. So I guess that's
Lalim na.
Isa sa mga pinaka-importanting kailangan nating malaman yun. Na yun nga, we were built for helping each other. Para tayong sheep, di ba? Yun yung pagkaka-explain sa atin or pagkaka-illustrate sa atin sa Bible. Na kailangan talaga natin ng mga kapwa sheep natin. And of course, the shepherd.
Yeah.
So, bringing it to light and bringing these temptations and things of this world to the light is always a good start to eradicate the power it has.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. I lost your question already from the DMs, all the DMs that we got, but there's your follow-up question. You okay, love?
Bakit?
Wala, enjoying ka naman?
Oo naman.
Wala, we dove right into it kasi.
I feel like Dr. Phil. So
ang luma naman ng Dr.
Dito lang
Phil.
ako sa parang nasa podcasting energy lang ako. Alam mo yung laid back lang. Alam mo yung seryoso dahil nasa yung mga listeners mo, syempre, yung mga professional.
Mga doktor no? Mga lawyer.
Oo. Wala masyadong mga, wala akong masyadong mga tropa pips na nakikinig dito. Kaya parang mahirap magbiro So,
grabe ka naman.
Sisingit ako every now and then.
Fun kaya kami. We're a fun bunch. Now, Juancho would always look at my team and he would always go like, a bunch of nerds. He looks at my team and he's like, they're all the same profile.
May side kwento ako. And we can clip this out. Si David Licao ko is my friend.
Uh-huh.
And during Maria Clara and Ibarra, parehas kami ng people. Siyempre, yung production, yung makeup artist that surround us na naging kaibigan namin. Kaibigan namin. And may mga times kasi na nagkakasabay kami ng lakad ni David.
Mm-hmm.
And si David kasi, seryoso kasi yun. Seryoso, alam mo yun, parang super simple lang.
Tahimik ba siya? Parang ganun yung vibes niya.
Tahimik. Ganun yung energy niya. And he's really pleasant. Anyway, ako kasi, sobrang opposite nun. Sa pagkakaalam mo. And the people
hindi talaga siya tahimik.
So, sinasabi ko sa kanino ka sasama? Sa akin, okay, David. Dun sa mga pro. Sa kanino ka sasama? Doon, sige, marami kayong pera. Pero hindi kayo tumatawa. Sa akin, at least tumatawa kayo palagi.
Baon mo jokes siya, kwentuhan no?
Yun ang ambag ko.
Oo.
Pero syempre,
hindi mo mabibili yun.
Hindi mo mabibili yung experiences at saka yung fun times.
Yun lang, no?
Biro lang yun.
Walang pakain sa prod
walang pakain. Kanya-kanya. Tapos kanya-kanyang gasto sa transpo Takit sila dun. At least, di ba? Parang tropa lang.
But you do have your strengths, though.
Yeah.
I think it's... we balance each other out. And you and David balance each other out in that way. So, David, sa next na, tambay nyo, ano ka na lang as sponsor?
Oo. At least, kapag sumama sa'yo yung mga tao, busog sila sa restaurant. David, di ba? Pero sa akin, busog sa tawa.
Oo, puro hangin.
Puro hangin.
Ano ba yun? Okay, next. Let's do this. I love this question, pero hindi ko nasasabihin yung last name niya. Yung first name niya, Ronalyn. Sa ate Rona pala to, no? Pero seryoso yung question niya at mahirap. Sabi niya, how do I know if sino yung will ni God na future husband ko? Ilang beses na kasi akong namaling akala and I'm tired. Okay, so how do you know if yun na yung will ni God as your future husband. Wow. You want to start, love?
Thinking about it. There are a lot of in my perspective, there are a lot of ways that you can tell if siya na yung will ni God.
We, sino ba tong pangit na to? Basi, come up here.
Ayan.
Kita si Basi? Hindi.
Din si Basi, may guest tayo. So anyway, para sa akin, just continue to pray about it. God intercedes in a lot of different ways na sobrang mahalata mo na malamang hindi ito yung yung will ni God. Magpaparamdam talaga ng sign or ng paraan si God kung siya na talaga yung God's best para sa'yo. So, my advice is to continue to pray about it. Of course, do the premarital counseling. Of course, go to church together. Follow the design of the Bible when it comes to relationships, especially yun nga yung kung mag-aasawa na kayo and church friends and counselors and everyone like that. And if it works out, yun na talaga yun para sa akin.
Feeling ko meron ako mas comprehensive na answer dyan, love. Kasi ako yung babae.
Oh, sige. Para sa akin yun.
Pero hindi maganda yung sinabi mo. I think it's really important, like what you said, to take those steps talaga. But me personally, I hope you don't mind me sharing kasi may past related stuff. Okay lang pa?
Oo naman.
So, before Juancho came along kasi, merong sigurong 2 seriously nag-attempt na manligaw sa akin. And yung proposal nila is, I see you as a wife. So, Christians din, sila ganyan. And seryoso sila na pag nanligaw ako, gusto ko na maging mag-asawa na tayo in the future, something like that. And like what Juancho said, when I asked the Lord to move and show me if this person is the right person, He really moved. Like, for example, there was this one guy who, was making ligaw, ganyan. Super okay siyang guy, whatever. Christian kuno. Eh, natatawa si Kiara doon sa Christian kuno. Alam mo niya yan. Tapos, nanliligaw siya. As in, seryoso siya na parang, I want to marry you. I see a future with you, whatever. And I was like, okay, I like this guy naman. He seems like, I've known this guy for a really long time. So anyway, I stopped him at the Strax, love. And I said, alam mo, mag-fast tayo. Huwag mo akong kakausapin, hindi kita kakausapin. 1 week lang. Because I want to fast from each other so that I can ask the Lord for guidance with clarity. Kasi sasabihin mong, I'm asking the Lord for guidance pero nag-uusap pa rin kayo. Girl, malamang makukonfuse ka, diba? Kasi napupul ka ng emotion mo and the heart is deceitful. Ito na nga. So nag-fast ako, hindi ko siya kinausap. And I kid you not, on the second day, I found out that the girlfriend that he was with for the past 5 years, that he told me he had broken up with months ago, they were still together. And hinihintay niya lang na pumayag akong manligaw, tsaka niya, bebreakan yung girl. Second day of the fast, this happened. As in like, ilang weeks niya akong kinukulit ha. Ilang weeks, ilang months niya akong kinukulit. Ganyan. Tapos malaman-laman ko, sila pa pala ng girlfriend niya. So, that just goes to show that God really is a living God and He will really protect us. But you have to take the steps. And that means pulling yourself out of the situation para hindi ka masway ng heart mo. Ginawa din namin yun ni Juancho. Sinabi ko sa kanya, ayoko siyang kausapin. 3 days kami hindi nag-usap. And nag-fast and pray talaga ako. And apart from that, meron din kasing hierarchy of people that God has put in your life that you need to get a blessing from. So for us, we got blessings from our parents, We got blessings from our spiritual parents, from our D group leaders, from our sisters and brothers in Christ who gave us a lot of advice and wisdom. And then yun, we went through premarital counseling. We fasted together. We prayed together. And we fasted apart from each other. And he went to a different church, different satellite church. I went to a different one para hindi kami nasisway ng emotions namin. So, yun yung mga steps. And yun, wag mong i-neglect yung power ng prayer and fasting at i-cut off mo yung sarili mo from the situation. Pag alam mong gusto mo na yung guy, cut it off muna.
Yeah.
Just to fast and pray about it. And then, pahirapan mo siya. And not naman pahirapan mo siya, pero ask the Lord to show you talaga. Like, Lord, please show me if this is the person that you want me to be with. And ako, nung pinag-pray ko yun, grabe yung movement ni Lord sa life namin ni Juancho. As in, ang daming trials na pinagdaanan ni Juancho that I'm sure any other guy would have ran the other direction. Completely. The moment that had happened, even nung engagement namin, nagkaroon pa ng isang problem na parang sure ako, mako-call off yung engagement because of what had happened. But hindi eh. Tumuloy pa rin siya. Nangyari pa rin siya. And Juancho still pursued me and we still pursued the relationship. And that's when I knew that God was telling me, or I felt like God was giving me clarity na this is the right man that I'm supposed to get married to. So, yeah. Okay ba yun, love?
Wonderful. Oo.
Yeah.
Kapag umabot naman sa di ba, sa marriage na, ibig sabihin lang nun, if you really trust the Lord and you really prayed about it and did all the steps, that only means that God allowed, everything to happen already. So, that's comforting.
Yeah. Okay. Ready, love? Last question.
Okay, sige.
Another question here we've got from Thomas naman. I'm not gonna say the last names anymore.
The Tank. Sorry,
Di ba Thomas the Train yun?
Thomas the Tank.
Tank ba siya?
Thomas the Tank Engine.
I didn't know that. Amboy ka kasi.
May tanong siya.
Oo, may tanong siya para sa atin. Tsaka malalim yung tanong niya.
Tigut. Translate niya na lang.
Sobrang useless. Okay. Nakakatawa kasi ang lalim ng tanong niya. Chu-chu, chu-chu. So, bale, ang sabi niya daw, how do you ask your other half to care more without sounding like you don't appreciate them? Ooh. That's a really good question.
Madali lang yan.
Paano?
Madali lang yan. Speak the truth in love.
Okay, sample. Juancho's situation. Interior day. Juancho feels underappreciated in his marriage and wants to tell his wife Joyce that he needs her to care more, but he doesn't want to make her feel bad because she's pregnant and might just kill him with his bare hands. What do you say, Juancho?
First of all, kailangan iset yung
Okay.
Make sure that the setting or yung is a safe place to be, to
Walang
talk.
sharp objects.
Walang sharp objects. Hindi lang yun. Siyempre, na alam nyong dalawa that kayong dalawa it is a safe space to talk, to improve the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi yung kakagising lang, wala pang kape, at sasabihin mo na kagad, love, alam mo, hindi ko talaga nararamdaman na nalalove mo ko X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
Or wag rin yung kapag hungry na.
Mm-hmm.
Importante yung the setup.
Okay.
So important yun, just like what I've said, na ask your partner kung kailan ba yung tamang time na pag-usapan natin itong mga to. Kapag sinabi niya yun and then gawin yun. On dates kami ni Joyce usually. So on a date, for example, sige, eto, exterior night, date, ganyan. Love, meron pala akong gustong i-bring up. I love you and I really appreciate everything that you've been doing. It has been tough recently, I know. And whatever reason na may mga nangyayaring mga bagay, you know, I feel na uh, nakakaramdam ako minsan ng uh, hindi ako na appreciate, or I feel undervalued sometimes. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I do want to move on and be better. So ano kaya yung pwede nating gawin
Mhm.
para hindi ko ma-feel to, or ano ba? Yun, siguro something to that extent. And I want you to know that I love you and I'm for this relationship. And I want things to work. So eh, I just need some help in this matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's nice. It's a vulnerable way of going about and saying, medyo wala kang kwenta recently, please be better. Yeah, but I think that's true. Parang yung sandwich method na first you appreciate and say na what your partner is doing right and doing well. And then yun, you openly talk about and gently talk about like, hey, I've been feeling a little underappreciated recently. And I don't know if it's just me or ano yung pwede natin gawin to kind of help me go get through this. Pero as you said, the timing is really important. And yun nga parang it has to be a safe time and safe space for you to be able to do it. Na hindi ka gutom, hindi kayo nagkakaaway lang. Di ba? Mga ganon.
I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
Guys, and still trying to learn.
Yeah, he's really bad timing sometimes. But yeah, I think that's a really good way to go about it. If I may also add, I think it would also help na you can start talking about like the things that you want to improve on recently. Like you can ask your spouse na, hey, I just wanted to ask you, are there things that you'd like me to improve on as a partner? Meron ba akong mga pagkukulang recently that you would want me to address or you want me to be better at? Because if your partner is not a narcissist, kung medyo okay naman yung partner mo, malamang sa malamang naman siguro tatanungin niya din yung question na yun, di ba? Na ako naman, meron ba akong mga pagkukulang na sa tingin mo I can be better at? So by starting off with your own pagkukulangs, kung di man nag-open up yung partner mo at nagtanong siya na ano bang pagkukulang ko, pwede mong sabihin na, okay love, thank you for letting me know na ito yung mga pagkukulang ko. Can I also open up yung mga slight hurts ko about towards you recently?
Yeah.
Because that would help your partner feel like hindi ka dumadating para lang magreklamo. Dumating ka doon para parehas kayong mag-improve.
Hindi kayo nag-date para lang to bash on each other.
Oo, parang andun siya para makinig na ano bang pagkukulang ko. And then habang inaccept niya na yon, sinabi niyo na, pinag-usapan niyo na kung paano siya maging better, then you can move on to saying like, okay, well, I also would like to bring up sana that, recently, I know that you've been having a hard time, you've been doing your best, and I love you so much, and I think you've been really great at becoming better at this particular thing, but I also would like to say na I still feel a little bit undervalued, and I feel like we can do a better job at making each other feel more loved, something like that.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah, agree.
Basta wag yung pagkagising niya lang, tapos alam mo yun, di pa siya nakakapagkape, tapos...
At saka syempre kailangan i-set talaga yung i-set talaga yung expectations of the talk. Hindi yung bibiglain mo.
At saka wag ka rin ma-offend kapag hindi niya tinake nicely sa first try mo pa lang. Like maybe it's a muscle. Communication is a muscle that we have to exercise. And sometimes our downfall is assuming that our partner's muscle work and their strength in communication is the same as ours, or ours is more superior than our partner's. So it's just all about practicing that communication muscle, di ba?
Yeah. Yun lang para sa akin.
Yun lang din para sa akin. So
yun lang.
Yun na yun, guys. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Please keep sending yung mga questions nyo for us about marriage, love, relationships. Di man kami expert. We would love to impart the things that we've been learning, obviously, from our own experiences, but also from a biblical perspective. Hopefully you guys love this one. Please send more questions. And at segment title, if you have any idea, may naisip ko bang segment title?
One-on-one show.
One-on-one choice naman. Hello.
Yeah, we'll think about it. Sana makakahanap tayo ng a good title for this, no?
One-on-one choice. Out.
Yeah. Paalam, guys.
Bye.
Malamang sleep deprived kami ngayon.
Habang pinapanood niyo to.
If you like this podcast and want to support our team, visit anchor.fm/joyspring to make a monthly donation. Not only will you keep Adulting with Joy Spring going, when you donate, you help in feeding my dog Bowie and making this world a better place. Visit anchor.fm/joyspring and click support to give me and this podcast your hard-earned money. Why you would do it, I have no idea, but thanks in advance. That's it for this episode of Adulting with Joy Spring. If you liked this podcast, please don't forget to use the hashtag Adulting with Joy Spring and also check out www.joyspring.com for the show notes and tag me on social media with you know it at Joy Spring. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Paalam!